The Master Grade Gundam Vidar. After almost 6 years since the release of the Master Grade Barbatos, the long-awaited sequel to the Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam frame is here. Was it worth the wait? Did it solve the previous issues of the frame? And is it deserving of your time and money? Let's find out. Hello everyone, here we have the box of the MG Vidar and it looks amazing. You have the Vidar doing his thing right there and some Gildas at the background. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe we'll have an MG Gilda soon. Now we look at the side of the box, just standard MG. Then we have photos of the completed build looking all good with some poses right there. And then we have a photo of the Master Grade frame, the Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam frame. Hopefully they have some upgrades. Then we have the art again at the side. And then we have the gimmicks. We have the Hunter's Edge, the dual pistols, the rifle, and then the burst saber. So quite a bit of gimmicks. Now let's open up the box. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags of runners, and then the manual. The manual has the box art over here. Pretty standard manual. If you want to see the scans, just check out dialong.net. We have the painted kit right there at the back. Pretty nice. Now taking a look at the runners, we have runner A1 and A2 from the Gundam frame from 2019, so it's reused. 2 B runners also from 2019. 2 C1s and C2s. Chrome plated D1. Metallic gold D2, all from 2019. Now here comes the interesting bit. The E runner is labeled Gundam frame, but it's from 2025, but it's not specific to the Vidar, so this might be the upgrade parts that we've been looking for. We have 2 sets of runner F, which is now labeled Gundam Vidar, so I think these are the frame parts that are specific to the Vidar now. Now we have the G1 runner, which is multicolored with black, red, blue, and white. Another G2, almost the same, just has some clear parts. Then we have H1, which is in this nice dark gray color. We also have H2 for the rifle. Looks like it's pretty simple build, but it does look well molded. Now we have 2 eye runners, which are in the dark gray, almost black. Very nice detail, if you can see there, for the, I think these are the side skirts, right? And then the backpack stuff, very nicely detailed. Then we have runner J in blue and 2 runner Ks for the burst saber. Then included are some sticker decals. These probably won't look good on the blue, especially these white ones, even in the black. I suggest just getting water slides. Then we have the foil sticker for the eyes, some cameras. Now let's get the frame assembled. And here we have the frame of the MG Vidar, and it is amazing, quite expectedly. Very fun build, you know. It's the same, well, mostly the same as the Barbatos. We'll get into the changes later, but as expected from an IBO Gundam frame, very detailed, lots of gimmicks, lots of pistons. I'll show you each one later. This is gonna be a treat to paint once I get to it. And just look at all those details, look at all those, just, oh, just awe-inspiring. Now let's take a look at what's new in the frame. For the lower legs, it's majority new parts for the Vidar. The only reused parts are the pipes and the pistons. They did get rid of the C-clip as well on the foot, which is quite good. Makes it more stable. The upper thighs are basically the same as the original frame. So is the waist. Then we have the head, which is completely new. Color separate eyes. For the torso, it's pretty much the same except for the Vidar parts is for the cockpit. You can see there's a little pilot right there. So the biggest upgrade is for the shoulders actually. It is from the new runner for the Gundam frame, and it comes with a better angled C-clip for the shoulder, so that it doesn't get loose quite quickly. And also the joint of the shoulder is also new. Now let's go to the piston gimmicks of the frame. You can skip this if you're already familiar with the Gundam frame. We have the moving piston for the neck. We have one for the spine. We have two for the shoulders. Two for the torso. Pretty iconic for the Gundam frame. Then we have one moving piston gimmick for the elbow. Then we have one for the upper thigh. And then lastly, one for the Achilles heel. Now let's put some armor on this guy. And here we have it, guys, the master grade Gundam Vidar with all of its armor. And I do say it looks amazing. It's actually more detailed than the Barbatos from what I remember. It's detailed but not overly so. It is quite tasteful in its choice of panel lines, notches, recessed parts. It's very nice. There are no color inaccuracies besides, some sensors. And there are no seam lines, but that's standard for a modern master grade. There are some mold lines, that's normal. It happens on almost every kit. However, the darker plastic, especially like the blacks, the blues, they do tend to mark if you aren't careful, if you aren't doing your due diligence. So if you aren't gonna paint, you should be careful, do all the steps, don't skip anything. You're gonna see some on mine because I plan on painting it soon, so I have to sand everything anyways. Besides that, there are really no cons to the aesthetics of this kit. Even some simple panel lining, decals, and top coat, and it will look amazing. Let's take a closer look. You can see the black pieces sticking out of the blue parts on the chest and the shoulders. You can see the pistons like everywhere, man. You can see the accent colors on the front skirts. You can see the details, all of that. Even accent colors there on the thrusters. You can see the frame sticking out there, the calves. You can see just everything. Everything seems well made, well designed, just lovely. Then we have the very detailed side skirts. That's going to be really fun to panel line. You can just rescribe that as well. Also the backpack, you can see frame sticking out. There's a white accent piece, just very nice. There's a clear piece for the back. Then the head, look at the head with the clear eyes. You can use the stickers if you want, but it looks menacing already. Just details all around, beautiful thing. Now let's do the articulation. First we have the head, it can go up and down, it's double jointed. So it has the chicken neck movement, it can go side to side. All the way. Then we have the shoulders, it can go up and down. This is just for the armor. Then the bicep has a full 360. It's a little bit tight. Then the arm can go all the way 360 as well. Full elbow bend. Then we have an articulated thumb. The hand is connected via a peg and then a hinge. So it can rotate. It can also bend forward and back. So it's not the typical ball joint. The torso can rotate. It's a little bit tight, so be careful. Then there's an ab crunch up and down, really good ab crunch with the pistons. The shoulder joint can move forward and back. The front skirt can go up and down. It can show you some inner frame detail right there. The side skirts are on a ball joint and a peg connected to the waist. It can give you a double jointed movement. Then the side skirts can also have their own articulation. This little wings there can move. This can go up and down to show you more detail. Just very nice side skirts. The back skirt can go up and down, side to side. The thigh swivel can go pretty much all the way, but it's just blocked by the armor. The thigh can go up to the full kick 90 degrees. Full knee bend, very nice. Then it can almost do the splits. Now the ankle can go very inward. It's because it's a circular joint, so it can go pretty much as you want. And the ankle can go forward and back, not too much. I think it's limited by the design of the heel because it's sticking out so much. So it leaves a little bit to desired, but you can still do great poses. For the hunter's edge gimmick, the blades can go out like that all the way actually. Then the heel blade as well. Very cool gimmick. Then the backpack is just a ball joint, so you can do whatever a ball joint does. Then the little vent can also move. So that's the articulation. Pretty much perfect besides the inward and backward bend of the ankle. The waist is a little bit tight, but it's not a back heavy kit, so all you have to do is be a bit careful. You know, it's a very thin waist. But besides that, the build is really solid. It can hold your poses. Overall, outstanding. Here are the accessories for the MG Vidar. We have 4 sets of hands. We have a beam rifle. We have the deployed burst sabers, action-based adapter, the dual pistols, and then the handle for the burst sabers. We have 2 trigger finger hands, 2 fists, 2 grappling hands, and 2 open dynamic hands. These are inserted via a slot using a forefinger. So in the hand, there's a slot. We have the articulated thumb right there. The same as the barbatos, and very common now in master grades. You just slot it in, and it's very solid. Now we have the rifle, which is a very simple build. It's only around 6 pieces. It's mostly a sandwich style. There's a little bit of frame inside. You can see the details over there. The seam line is hidden as a panel line. There's a sensor. The magazine is also removable. Overall, pretty simple. To attach it, it actually goes through a slot in the hands. You just put the fingers there, slots right there, very, very steady, very sturdy. And then you put it in the slot for the hand, and it's very secure. You have no problems holding it. It's very light. So the rifle can attach on either side. There are 3 slots on each side skirt. You can choose whatever you want depending on the pose. It's also quite solid, so no worries about stability here. Now we have the handle for the burst saber. Pretty simple. It's basically just 2 pieces. So you can just plug it in, and actually you can just pull out the saber there, and there you go. Pretty simple design, but pretty effective. Now to hold the burst sabers, there's 2 slots in the handle. You just have to line it up with the grabbing hand. Then you just attach it normally. Pretty secure as well. These are the 2 extra burst sabers for when they're deployed. They call it post purge. You can just display them however you want. You can also leave the handle on the side skirts. For the dual handgun, it's made out of 3 pieces, but it's very detailed, very nice. You can just attach it with the trigger finger hand, same as the rifle. Comes with a slot, and then you just attach it back to the hand, and it's another good connection. You can also attach it on the side skirts for storing it. It's a little bit tricky, but you just kind of slide it in and then it's secured. Here's how it looks like with both of them. Now for the action base, it's pretty standard action base for a master grade. You just slot it in the butt, and then you get your action base, and then you plug it in. That's pretty much what it is. It's an action base adapter. So here's with it, with all the accessories stored. So it's one of those mobile suits where you can put the whole armory basically on it, so you don't have to worry about losing them. So it looks pretty nice. All the accessories seem to work fine. They're pretty much stable. There's no actual weak link. The only thing, I guess, is the extra burst sabers for when they're post purge don't really have an attachment, so you have to use like one of those action bases with like a clamp on it. So it's kind of an afterthought, but it's really not that much of a problem. And there you have it, guys. The MG Vidar. Was it worth the 6-year wait? In my opinion, absolutely. This is why Master Grade is my favorite line, and I'm even more excited for the next IBO Gundam frame. They improved upon the original frame from the MG Barbatos and then some. The aesthetics of this kit is amazing. You don't have to do much to make it look jaw-dropping gorgeous. That being said, I will be customizing this in the future video, so stay tuned. The build was fun, tons of piston gimmicks, and a unique construction while maintaining structural integrity. The articulation is nearly perfect besides the forward and backward bend of the knees, but as you can see, it can pose up a storm. This kit deserves your time and money for sure, and that's why I'm giving it an S tier recommendation. Thank you guys for watching. This is my first review, so I'm still learning as I go along, but I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, stay tuned for my custom build of this guy. Maybe subscribe. Thank you.